My name is Barrister Mrs. Rita Orji, member representing Jeremy Ifelodu Federal Constituency, ordinarily known as Ajewule, from Lagos State. It's pretty unfortunate, very, very unfortunate. I resigned making comments about killings in Nigeria. The reason why I kept quiet on making comments about it is that I am tired of every minute in the floor of the house, 1 minute silence. 1 minute silence. And at the end of the day, that cat that cried in the night and in the morning somebody died will keep crying. So I look at it as, what have we achieved ever since this killing persists? On my own axis, I believe that during the time of the killing, the former president of Nigeria is always the one that is held accountable for every life that is lost, which is correct, because the primary function of any government is the protection of life and property of each citizen. That's a primary concern according to our ground norm, which is the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, if such is repeatedly happening on a daily basis, which way Nigeria? And when people are trying to make a defense on the government, that trying to prove one, the painful aspect is listening to an image maker of a government coming to quantify that the number of deaths on a live interview, that the number of people killed just one day, 200 and something, is not enough to be measured to the one that happened in previous administration. I sat down to ask, is this man okay? That is the first question. Then secondly, why do you say we should vote for you if you cannot improve on an already existing situation? If you are now telling Nigerians that what happened in the previous administration, that you are yet to measure up to it, that means you have failed the entire Nigerians, because you are talking about human life, not fowl. And I want to disagree with the image makers of this government, the way they throw their mouth open when it comes to reaction and trying to protect the government that is unprotectable. Because when you talk about life, none of us create life, and we don't have the power to take one. And you should remember that according to the law, life can only be taken on execution of lawful sentence of a court of competent jurisdiction. On that premise, a life can only be lost according to the law. You look at the situations right now. There is an acrobatic way of telling Nigerians that Nigerians are under siege. Take, for instance, how can we be living in a country where unknown people keep killing people? We have different nomenclatures. Some will tell you it's herdsmen. Some will tell you Fulani. I want to come up with something. The people that were killed in Benue State, the Reverend Father that was massacred in the church, did the people that killed him come with cows? The women that are pregnant and children that woke up from sleep and was running for their dear life, did the people that killed them come with cow? Nigeria is under siege. And there is this conspiracy of silence hovering around Nigeria. If I can say, all right, let me be direct. As a legislator, all of us that fail to criticize this blood that is becoming cheaper to get in Nigeria than water, we have blood on our hands. All of us have stains of blood in our hands. Just few days ago, will enter the National Assembly. They get to the final gate, and people are making jest of Nigeria. The parliament, they have become part of first-class citizens of this country. Nobody is talking. Everybody is quiet. And you look at it's like if we as parliaments refuse to talk, that means we are playing on the sensibility of Nigerians. We are joking. When you look at the Bible, the book of Leviticus, you will see what the cause of shedding an innocent blood is doing. And that is what is happening. Nigeria is under curse. The Bible said, the book of Leviticus said, when you see a man that is killed in the land your God gave to you, and you did not see the killer, trace the blood to the place where that man is, for you to know whether you can see the murderer. But if you cannot see the murderer, and you have checked around, you cannot see the murderer, for the fact that the blood of that innocent has sprinkled on that blood, you need to get a heifer, an animal, kill, then use the blood at the neck of that heifer and sanitize the place, so that the cause of that innocent blood that was shed on that your land will not come back on you. Thus says the Lord. One man's blood shed, that you must make sure that you atone for that dead. Look at somebody sitting down to say 215 people, that their killing is not sufficiently enough measured for what happened in the past. Why then do we say, let me vote for this person or this person? People have the choice to say, oh, if this person that is here wasn't doing well, let me vote for another person that will do better. Change is what we call embellishment. But when you go to the fabrics of life and you pull it off, that is not change, it's destruction. What is happening in Nigeria is blood is flowing than pure water. You can get blood easily than the water you are drinking. People are hungry everywhere, poverty everywhere, pains and agony, and the poor masses are being killed on a daily basis, and people will be bold enough to come up with excuses. Who are you telling them to run to be saved? If a government which has that responsibility will give us excuse, who then do you want them to run to? Nigeria is under siege. The blood of the innocent that is shed and is being shed has placed Nigeria on a cursed terrain. And for them to atonement, they must go back and get those, instead of keeping quiet and providing one excuse or blame game. Time for blame has gone. If you keep blaming and Nigeria, nobody's here again, who will you rule? This cow that is being targeted as, they took our cow, they killed our cow. These cows, do they have voters card? Are they one of the ones mentioned in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that they are to protect their life and properties? The Constitution is clear. It is the job of a government to protect the life and properties of its citizens. Human beings are the citizens. Cow is not a citizen. It is a property. Like yesterday, there was a protest I was watching. Farmers were coming to Oba's palace at Benin and was begging that these people are moving into their farm, using knives to cut their yam and serving. Look at 1969. There is a Supreme Court judgment on this grazing. In the Southwest, there is a Supreme Court judgment barring you from using your own animal to destroy other people's property because it's your business. Cow rearing is a personal business. Then when you look at it again, you see that using cow is just a camouflage. Terrorists are in Nigeria. What we have here are terrorists. Because bringing cow is just an alter ego. Using cow, no. A terrorist that entered into the church and massacred 17 choir practices and the Reverend Father, are they grazing? Did people inside that church block them from passing? People that went for funerals and they were coming back and they were killed, did they block the road where the cow is passing? Is there really a cow in that place before they started attacking them? Nigerian sensibility is being traumatized on a daily basis because people don't really value life. But my own is for them to know that one blood of an innocent is enough cause. So Nigeria have too many on their system to cleanse, except they walk up to God and do the right thing. The right thing is opening up to speak, not closing mouth. Looking for these people, even those that pay them money not to kill, according to allegations we have. If people are really paying people money not to kill, those people will be able to tell us who they gave money, right? Because the nomenclature of they are from Libya, they are from South Africa, they are from Niger, they are from Chad. I'm tired of that. This is just a nomenclature. The rule of the game is that there is nothing bad in any community that the communities does not know. Only that people are afraid of speaking out. When you listen to the stories of the survivors, some of them will tell you that these people are sometimes being escorted by the security agencies, according to their discussion. Look at what happened 2 or 3 days ago. The protest of the Mopo on the street. Is it not insulting for a country like Nigeria that these people that are risking their life there are on the street shouting and asking for? You see, there are things that are priority. Security operatives are always very fast when it comes to other issues. The issue of this killing, I don't believe that Nigerian security cannot handle it. They can, if they wish. Because it is only when people have known that nothing will happen, they keep working on impunity. The security architecture of Nigeria needs serious overhauling. Because with that overhauling, you will know where the problem is coming from. A lot of people come up to make allegations to all the security agencies. There are still those who are working hard. There are a lot of them who are losing their life in this fight. Because it's where you have a conspiracy is where you're even those fighting for the cause are not safe. Because you don't know your enemy. My take is that the government of the day should look far beyond attacking people that have opposing views about what is happening. They should look at the remote cause of this problem. Think fast. Think and wear a thinking cap. When Obama come to throne, there is very, very poor employment rate. He did not go ahead castigating George Bush. He put up his thinking cap and thought, went to China and other areas and pulled up employment. Boeing entered US and a lot of things started happening. Job creations came up. When US came under attack by the terrorists, George Bush climbed on top of the rumbles with a microphone. And he said, we are coming after you. Those who kill an American, we are coming after you. We are coming after your families. We are coming after. And Lord, you give hope to those people that vote for you. If we as parliament cannot speak out, that means democracy is in turmoil.